Welcome to the remainder of the Perth racing preview with Jason Cheetham from Punta. We'll betcha.
We'll betcha.
How are you?
Good, thanks, mate.
Since
Lovely to see you.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Let's get straight into it because we've got a hell of a lot of races to get through. Race 1 is a 1459 plus. The very impressive Keeper's Court. A good mate of ours, Wal Pawson, owns this
Wal
horse.
Pawson, yes. Nice horse. Won first up very, very impressively at Northern in very good time with an excellent sectional. Second up, equally impressive in town, I thought.
What did you think of that race?
Out of the race?
No, what did you think of...
The race was very slowly run. There's a lot of horses getting interfered with and whatever. So, yeah, quite easily, you can't get carried away with the form of the race.
I've put a line through that race. I thought it was a shockingly run race. You know the thing that surprised me, Keeper's Court absolutely blew them away, had a great turn of foot.
Yep.
Sectional of 35 something, so I don't know what the rest of them were doing in that race, but they were going bloody slow.
Yeah, it was a horrible race, yes.
So I put a line through that. The maiden win at Northern was good, but we've had horses ourselves that have won maidens pretty well, and they're not much good. So I think this race is a lot more wide open than what the market suggests. I give Classic Emblem a chance, although it's going to get back. Hartley's Hangover is a massive price. Terrible ride in that race. Was wide and going forward and snagged backwards and
yes,
terrible.
You can put a line for its last run.
The run before that was very good. Democratism, I give a chance. I think it'll lob in front.
Yeah, I've got it camping and don't like it at the 14, but yep.
Say Stars, things went wrong last start.
I do like it,
wide
yes.
throughout and ploughed down the leader. Swing Blinkers On, I know it's not much of a horse, but Blinkers On might improve this horse. And the smoky Mr. Pink down the bottom.
Number 8, you mean?
Mr. Pink.
Oh, down the bottom of the first page, Matt, you're referring to?
Yeah, bottom of the first page.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So, but you've got this thing very short, so you think it's immoral?
No, I think it's a very good chance. And I think even money's too short, but I've got it in twos.
Okay.
I think it'll win. And I could, yes, you can ignore the last run. But the run before was very, very impressive with the excellent times at Northern.
Okay.
So I think it deserves to be favourite. Doesn't deserve to be even money, but it deserves to be in the twos.
We'll disagree on this race. Tax a Million, I'll give a chance as well. Reign of Terror, $26.
Yes, that's the price I got it.
Okay, good. All right, should we go to race 2?
No, well, can I say something about the race? Do you mind if I have
go.
Some sort of input?
I'd love to hear what you think.
Mr. Pink, some sort of hope at the price. Classic Emblem, nice win first up, had a nice run, drawn wide, some sort of chance, but I think it's too short. Say Stars is the one I like.
They've backed that already. I think they were betting $11 into probably 8.5 and 9 now. But
Tax a Million can improve. A bit disappointing for mine last start, but I think the favourite deserves to be favourite and was very hard to beat. Good. So come and see us after the race.
There will be a blue. Race 2 is an 1162 to 74. I haven't really had a good look at this race yet, but I know that you have. I've
done the form in this race. Morning missed very, very short. We've read late this morning, and for mine too short. It started odds on its last 3 starts. Obviously there's a big gap in between runs. And very impressive first up, beat Zip Code easily. Has to be favourite, will get a nice run, but should not be that short. There's a lot of chances in this race. You've got a 14 horse race over 1100 metres, good pace, a lot can happen. Cocky Boy's a chance, freshened up. Ginsberg, back to 1100 metres may suit it. I don't think the apprentice suits it.
Now what about this one, Bombora, 17s to 550.
17s to 550, they backed that once before at 1.
Any chance?
Simon Miller, very good trial. Ran second in the Underworld of the trial. Extremely good trial. I'm not a fan of the horse, but you've got to respect the camp and you've got to respect the money for the horse pre-post. Maybe an overcorrection now at 550.
I think so. I think it'll drift back out. Maybe just under double figures.
Horses like Silent Hero, Ultimate Fighter, even Pribble. not impossible. The bottom two, Catalina Success Park.
Thunder Lovin's done nothing really wrong. They're betting $9 this horse.
Thunder Lovin last sat behind the leader, and that slowly run race at Solso won. He over-raced a bit. All he has to do is get cover with pace on, and he's some sort of chance. So, you know, the chances of Morning Mist getting a nice clean run in a big field like this warrants the horse to be a risk at the price anyway. So I think it's too short at the 230. I've got a favourite. We'll be laying it and losing on it if it wins. And the punters won't be on it because it's Pike Williams. But a lot of chances in the race. Good race for novelty betting. Throwing some roughies for the places.
Race 3 is a 1468 plus. There's going to be a good lot of speed in this with Solsay drawn wide. It will go forward, knows no other way. Runs its best races like that. Pin Rouge is probably ready to step up now after a couple of runs back this campaign. And Machino, huge raps on this horse. Had a very good winter before failing and going for a spell. Very good horse.
Yes.
380 to 280 already.
Is it?
Betting. Yep.
What's my low of the day, Machino?
I haven't done the race, but it looks to me like it'll be winning this race.
Yeah. I like Pin Rouge and Solsay. I think they'll end up first and second, and they should roll along.
You don't think they'll go too hard?
Machino will get back. Remember, this is Ascot as well.
Yeah. They were coming from back last week with ease.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. But if Pin Rouge runs along in front, because I think he'll lead tomorrow, like he should run along in front, the field gaps out, they hold up Machino, it's going to find it tough to get past these two. That's my opinion. I've got it at risk. I like Pin Rouge and Solsay at the price. And Forever Special, camping off that good pace, also some sort of chance. So the price, I'll be knocking Machino.
Very good. Should we move on?
Race 4.
The Carbine Club of WA Stakes, 1400. What are your thoughts here? Philby's very short in this market.
Only because Pike's on it.
Ran a pretty good race the other day in group company. I think it's a bit of an overcorrection myself. Wolf Dreams led them up in the lead steer and dropped dead. I believe this has got problems.
It's racing very poorly, and it's racing 2 weeks after it failed miserably. It should lead. I don't like it. I like Grey Monarch and Philby. They're the two. Oh, Bridgestone, you know, it's been disappointing, but goes well fresh. This race suits a small field. Has to be a chance.
What about our old fella here, the stablemate of Wolf Dreams?
No, not racing well. Not racing well. Don't like it. Last run was very average. Can't have it. I like Philby, Bridgestone, Grey Monarch. Grey Monarch should get a nice run. They're the three for me. I haven't done full form of the race. Dempsey, a bit of money for Dempsey pre-post there was too. Normally takes a few runs to
doesn't normally go that well fresh.
Yeah, but did trial okay. But for me, Philby's probably too short, but deserves to be favourite.
It's a bit shallow, the race, really.
Yeah, Bridgestone, if they come for it again, I'll be happy to lay it. And Grey Monarch could upset them. Good run the other day, third to W West River, kept it on the Peters. Had a nice run, kept coming, got beat under 2 lengths, was a good run.
Bridgestone back to the 14, is that a concern?
No, it's freshened up from September, I think. That's no problem. I just think it didn't finish off those first 2 runs. It sort of loomed up and then just died in the run. I don't think it's the same horse.
Nor do I.
Even not being the same horse, it's still a chance in this race. But Philby probably should be winning if Pike rides it right and there's enough pace on, because it does over race Philby.
Race 5 is the Tats Cup 2100. This is a
excellent
wide
staying
open
race.
It is.
Yeah, and there's a lot of these horses will be trying to get to the Perth Cup in due course, I would think. It's a very, very good race, and
Western Jewels, the favourite, at $5.
Disappointing last start. They came for it big time. 3s into low 2s and just kept coming for it.
That was the wet day, wasn't it? Did it have excuses that day?
Not apart from the
wetness.
The wetness and the kickback that was prevailing at the time, apparently, according to the stewards report. Senor de Gama should probably...
Senor de Gama's out.
Is it?
Saint and Costa we'll talk about. Victab went up $21, this horse, and Player went up $3.50.
Yeah, it's a big difference in the price, isn't it?
Yeah, so it's into $7.50 now, Vic Tab, and out to $5 player. I think they both had it wrong, to be honest. And it's going to meet somewhere in the middle. $7.50 is the best, or sorry, yeah, $7.50 is the best price now. Its form on paper doesn't look that good. It's had 2 runs back this campaign in graded races, but was racing group races before that.
Has won a group race.
Yes, Craig Williams on, I think it's one of only 2 horses that Patnack have got over here. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I wouldn't know.
And it's on the minimum, so it must have a chance here, but I'm yet to look at the replays. Nightlight, they've back from 19s into the best now is...
Pike on, Turner off, up in distance, has to be respected. Still has been disappointing for mine. I need to go and watch this last run again.
It was given absolutely no hope. Just put a line through the last run.
Okay.
But its runs before that were a bit disappointing, I thought. But this is the first time up to any sort of distance, so I give it a good chance. It's probably shortened up a bit now, but 19 was probably a bit long. Double barrel, they bet $41. That's into 16. That was probably too long.
I bet 21, didn't they? Double barrel.
21. Sorry.
41. They bet Malacca.
Malacca 41. Gumnut Guru goes round again.
Yes.
Just keeps surprising every week, this horse.
Yes.
And
keeps running good races.
Any chance? Do you think they might go to the Perth Cup with it?
I need to watch it over the trip. This is a very wide open race. There's a lot of chances here, and wouldn't surprise me there's an upset. Guesswing was a handy run first up. You got Goddess Spoken back from the east.
The 2 good runs out of that race behind Rocky Range were Peg's Pride and Manila Ice Cream, both running on really well.
Yep.
They were just completely out of it on the turn, and they were finishing off the best of anything.
It's a very wide race. I suppose it depends on what sort of pace up front to determine how the get backers are going to figure. Sunrange may go forward here, but apart from Sunrange, not a lot. Did this Santa Costa go forward, or does it sit handy? We don't know where it sits.
I'm not sure.
Big Josh might go forward if it gets a start. It might get a start now. Very interesting race. Has to be wide. It's one of those races as a bookie you throw them in and hope for the best, I think. And you can't back something with too much confidence. I do like Double Barrel. I think it's well weighted and has had no luck recently. But it's a hard race. Very hard race, punters. No guidance. Go wide.
Race 6 is the Jungle Mist over 1200. I have had a look at this race. I think it's a pretty good race. You've got pace, the likes of Dante's Diamond, I'm a Sitting Pretty, even Premedale may or may not go forward from the barrier. I'm thinking more likely to go forward, and you know what Harvey's like, he'll probably just slot in somewhere behind him. Yeah,
it goes well fresh, this horse. To me, drawn 16 with a big weight in this field. What price is it? Oh, $15, okay, that's probably a good price. Answers Are is too short.
Answers Are is the favourite at $5.50, and closely followed by Moonlight Bay, 6.5, Bon Tiara. They've all got to have chances, those horses.
The unbeaten Bon Tiara. O'Donnell's off it on Dante's Diamond. What's your opinion on that? Jason Brown riding Bon Tiara.
That's a strange choice in my opinion. The trial Bon Tiara was okay. It wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. It's a strange pick.
Yeah, hasn't beaten much. Bon Tiara. Its last run, in my opinion, wasn't that impressive when it beat Undercover Lizzie. But it is unbeaten 4 out of 4. You can't do more than win. Has to be some sort of chance. Good race again. Sweet Serenity, Karen McAvoy on.
Sorry, I missed Sweet Serenity. That is right in the market. That's a $6 shot now.
Yeah.
Karen McAvoy on. As long as she doesn't get too far back, I've got her on top.
Desire Path, if it got a start, be some sort of hope, do you think, Matt, this last run? Wide, no cover?
Yep.
Slow pace.
Had no luck at all last start, and the run before that just brained them. I know it was only Northam. They're still betting a bit of $81 this horse, so...
It's a bit silly, isn't it?
That's a big price.
A lot of chances here. I'm a Sitting Pretty, won't get the 12, I don't think. Absolute Pleasure has to be a chance as well.
The other one I give a chance, it's drawn very wide, is El Choisi. $51, they're betting that as well.
Yeah, some silly prices, and you'll find that in these big fields, the pre-post markets will have a few horses standing out that are short, and then the rest of it blow out the market. On race day, you'll find that will average out a bit better. The ones that are getting the massive prices on won't be that massive, and the ones that are short of the market might be a bit longer. So maybe a guy for punters who wanted to back something at the longer price pre-post, because some of them are silly prices. Like there's no way in the world you get, if Desire Park gets a run, it'll be 50 to 1.
Yeah, it won't be 80 to 1, that's for sure.
Yeah, I can't give any guidance as to the race. I'll just be laying the shorties again and hoping for the best. But there's a lot of chances again in this race. Go wide, Absolute Pleasure. What price is that, Matt? Absolute Pleasure? Number 5?
Sorry.
$9, that's probably about the right price. Yeah, good race. Premedale, big price, good horse. Answers are I'll be laying.
So we've done the Guineas, the Railway and the Winterbottom. So we'll go on to the last, which is another wide open race.
It's like War and Peace getting through this form guide here.
You've got Latoria marginally on top at 480, Gotham City 550, Cavallo Pazzo 550, up to the Entourage on $7. There's a bit of pace in this. The Entourage will skip out. Highly Toxic has to go forward from 10.
Yes.
Gotham City will kick up as well. Cavallo Pazzo can go forward. Centrum might get caught wide again here. And then you've got a few swoopers, No Name City, Our Larrikin, the Regulator, the Corporation.
Yeah,
so
excellent race. Even Rico back to 1,000, freshened up.
Had no luck at all at its last 2 starts.
Yep.
Can figure here, and they're betting $12 about it.
Yeah.
How do you figure my horse, the Entourage, with 58.5?
There's got to be a chance, man. I mean, I think you'll lead, and I think it'd be very hard to beat leading. Got the institutional camp on it. They should be very close together in the market. Highly Toxic should sit outside. It's probably should be behind them, so the market looks probably right. Obviously, the pipe factor has Gotham City sort of second favourite. For mine, Latoria, Cavallo Pazzo, they'd be the ones I'd be probably risking. I think Latoria's a better horse in the first 2. I don't think he'll get there in this race. It's still a nice horse. And Cavallo Pazzo drawn 11, he may get caught deep. Those goes in very well fresh. Horses like the Regulator, I think is a smart animal.
They're betting a big price, the Regulator, $19. I'm assuming that Noski would have got the choice on the Corporation.
Yeah, probably.
Or the Regulator.
Ran last in the trial. I didn't watch the trial though.
Yeah, he's chosen the other one. I did look at the trial. It wasn't tested at all in the trial,
okay.
So don't worry him off for that.
Pace on 1,000 metres, some sort of chance. Good run last start. A lot of chances again.
There's a lot of chances that are $18, $19, $20. The Corporation, Centrum, they bet 26 into 19. No Name City's a swooper that hasn't been running that well but can figure in this. $19. Our Larrikin 19. The Regulator 19. Rico 12. They're all chances in this race.
They're all chances. Yeah.
I made it very hard.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be laying the 3 shorties: Gotham City, Cavallo Pazzo, Latoria, and hoping for one outside, maybe having the Entourage on the money.